Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you very much for joining me for today's video. So today we're going to be making the mini weekender tote bag die set. Here is the die set there. This is brand new and it's from my brand new Handbag Heaven collection, and we have some beautiful samples here as well using the special day paper pack, which is absolutely perfect for using with these bags. So this is Vicky's one here. She has a YouTube channel and it is Crafty Heaven, and I'll pop that down below so you have the link for that one. And here we have some different variation here using some different papers. Now if you remember, last year we had the larger weekender. This one is its baby sister. So here we have the larger version. Got two of those here. If you remember, these were very popular. These flew out of the door. And here we have the little Diddy baby sister. So let's go through now to the cutting guide. Let's just pack everything away. Okay, so I'm going to be using something very different now that we have, and it is the, you may have seen it already, the metallic fabric paper. Isn't this lovely? We have silver, we have gold, and we also have it in the craft finish as well. So here's what it looks like after you have scrumpled it up in some warm water and left it out to dry. Leave it flat to dry out. And there we have the silver one and the gold one. We're going to be working with the silver one. I've done my die cutting already, so these go through the machine lovely. So I have used a large format machine for this die set as well. So here are my pieces. I'm just going to do the whole thing out of silver. You can get adventurous if you want to on mixing this with other pattern papers and personalizing it to whoever you're making this for. Okay, so I have done two of these ones, the two side gussets, and I've already added my red tape. I'm going to be using a mixture of red tape and glue for this one, just because of the type of material that we're using here. Now again, this is it's like a cardstock, but it's washable like a fabric, but make sure that you kind of wash it or get it wet before you die cut it, because it has a tiny amount of shrinkage. So make sure that you do all of that before you pop it together. And again, once you have this all assembled and together, depending on what adhesives you've used and everything like that, just keep it dry. So only use the water with it before assembly. Okay, so we have two of the side, the front and the back here, so one each there. And I'm just, as I've said, I'm just going to do the whole thing out of silver. We have something here for the handle, so two of those, and we have a tassel die and a strap. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do with this one. I'm definitely going to add this on there. However, I'm not too sure if I'll do it out of silver or just go for a black or a coloured mirror card. I'm going to make that decision at the end. So let's pop this together now. It's super duper easy. Some of you may already have the mini weekender, sorry, the weekender from last year, and it's exactly the same, just smaller. This keeps falling down, so I'll put that over there. Right, let's pop this together. It's so easy. So basically we're going to pop this together just like that. Make a big long line. Okay, so use your bone folder and get in all of the creases and fold everything down. If you want to, you can go in with a scoreboard just to reinforce those lines, because this is a very thick sort of material, so it will show you where the it will do all the score lines for you, but if you want to just make that easier to fold, you can just go in with your scoreboard. Okay, so I've got my red tape here, and I'm also going to be using some glue as well, because I find this helps keep any project together. So I'm using the red tape here just to help keep things in place whilst the glue dries. Otherwise, because this is quite a sticky, not a sticky, shiny surface, and any sort of glue is going to take, even fast drying glue is going to take a little while to a little longer to dry than if you were using ordinary cardstock. And then I'm going to give that a good press down as well. That's going to push all of the adhesive here from the tape right into all of the fibers. And I would love to know what kind of bag that you would make. There's so many different combinations that you could use We can go for masculine, we can go for feminine, floral, plain. You can go for like the look here. Here we go. You can go for this craft look here, like the old luggage style look as well. So let me know down in the comments what you would make. And I'm not going to edit any of this out as well, because this is a very simple construction and I don't really want to kind of cut it here and cut it there, so you're going to get the whole lot today. And if you want to, you can even line the inside. You can die cut some more out of the pattern paper and line it, just like I keep referring to this big one here. You can line it like that one. As you can see, this is lifting up a little bit because I have used the glue. This is what the glue will do, but it's more or less staying in place because I've used the tape. So when you're using this sort of material, just go for both adhesives and you will get a nicely put together project. Because there's nothing like having trouble with your project, getting it together and then not being happy with how it looks afterwards because of the difficult construction. I really don't enjoy those projects, so I like to make it as easy as possible putting things together. So here's the last one. Line everything up. I'm hoping this is still in stock actually. I mean, I'll still be posting this video because you need to know how to put it together, but whilst this has gone live, initially I'm hoping there's still stock available because this video will be out after the actual launch, so fingers crossed you can still get your hands on this. Okay, I'm going to take these last two off. I've only put a tiny bit of tape either side. This is just to help me get this together, and I've also popped a bit of tape just on the inside, just on one of them. Off you go. These things really are very static. So I'm going to pop these down and I'm going to add my glue. I'm going to go right up to the score line there, just so it covers it nicely. I'm going to fold down the side that does not have the tape, so that will be this side. And then I have this last flap here. I'm just going to add some glue all the way around the edge. And again, I've made sure that the bottom flaps are not tapered, so it makes it really easy for you to square off the bottom. Now this one is all crinkly, so I'm going to pop in with my bone folder just to press everything down. And now this bag is now ready. If you want to make a liner, you can just make it inside out and pop it in, or you can die cut everything out again, trim off the edges just to make it tiny bit smaller, and then glue them in on the inside. So that is how you would make a lining for this. But this is a beautiful little bag coming together already. Again, this would look great if you had the silver on the front and the back, and a patterned paper or cardstock using the side gussets, or vice versa as well. So let's pop these on now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my bone folder for this as well, and a bit of tape. So let's curl these. This will also straighten out some of the kinks from this. Now, I'm not sure if I told you how I got this effect. I've done a lot of filming the last few days, so let's have a quick explanation on how I pop this together for making this into these. Okay, so you take your sheet out and then you pop it in a sink of warm water, and then you scrunch it up, and you take it out again, and then you scrunch it up again and you spread it out again. And then when you're happy with the level of your scrunching, you can then go and take it outside or leave it somewhere on a towel or something nice and flat, and then just leave it for an hour or two to dry, and that is basically what you'll get. So really easy. Alternatively, you can just use it flat and just how it is as it comes out of the packet. You can use it like that, but bear in mind this does scratch quite easily, and it's very hard to kind of scratch this one once you have done all the treatment to it, because it's already been distressed and bent and folded. So this one is a little bit more scratch resistant. So I'm just going to pop on some red tape here, because I don't want to stand there, sit here. I'm not standing, I'm sitting. I don't want to sit there holding things in place. So again, use your red tape just to hold things in place for you whilst your glue dries. And it's really important to say that I really love to use the glue as well as the tape, because the glue keeps it there for years. I even find that this glue lasts longer than the hot glue as well, so that is how much faith I have in the Cosmic Shimmer. And again, that's why I use it for my mini album construction as well. Now, talking of mini albums, I don't think we would be able to fit a mini album in here. You would have to custom make a smaller one to pop in there. I know I do get questions on some of the bags saying, well, will any of my mini albums fit inside? They would have fitted in the larger one, but the smaller one, I don't know, maybe I need to bring out a new size of a mini album, like a mini one, something a lot smaller. I think that would be quite nice to add to the mini album dies. Right, so I now have this ready to go with the glue. Let's pop that on. Now you decide where you want your handles. I'm just going to pop them on there. This kind of blends in very well, so if you want to go around and ink things as well, you can do that. I'm just going to twist these upwards slightly. It adds a bit more dimension and you can kind of see it a little better. It's a very good 60s style space age bag, this one. So I think this would look really nice with some sort of lining inside. Okay, and now I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to try and line up and get it in the same place as the other one, and the same height as well, otherwise you'll have different height handles and that's not a great look. And because I've used the glue, I do have a tiny bit of wiggle room, even though I have used the tape as well. Okay, just a quick test. This one is slightly higher, so I'm going to take that down just a notch. There we go. That looks about right. And then we can curl those up as well. There we go. And then carry on decorating this to your recipient. With this die set, you also get a label as well that will do a smaller version of what we have here. We have buckles as well, if you wanted to add that to your bag as well. You can make some handles actually using this with the buckle. I have two styles here. This one was made using this version there, and with this one all you have to do is die cut two of these and then glue them together here to make this version of the handle. We also have a tassel as well. Here is the tassel. There we are. It's really easy. Just die cut it out, roll it up and glue it on. And then we also have a luggage tag as well. Really, really easy. And if you want to pop a hole in there, we have the rectangle die as well. Okay, so that is the mini weekender. I hope you have a lot of fun with this one. Okay, so everything that I've used is listed down below. Don't forget to check out Victoria's channel, Crafty Heaven, as well, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.